Hi there, and welcome. I am Stíofán Séamus, and I'm a spiritual healer and advisor, and intuitive reader. As we live our lives, Spirit guides us to and through life situations that can be difficult to handle and understand. It is up to us to decide if we will follow the path that the Creator has set before us, or ignore all the signs and wonders that this universe has to offer. Sometimes we are presented with a life situation where we need further guidance or healing to get through it. As a spiritual advisor and a master Reiki healer, I connect with Source and channel messages and healing specifically for you in your highest good. Having love life issues? Let's talk and see what Spirit would want you to know about the situation right now. Emotional issues? Maybe you are in need of a Reiki session so that we can channel universal life energy to help you realign. Or maybe you are debating a career move and need to know if now is time to make that move, or just get a clearer picture of your career in general. Through our spirit's mutual understanding, we can seek out these answers. As a guide of the light, I challenge you to live your life in a way that is for the betterment of humanity. Message me now to get in line for your reading today. In light and love, Stíofán Séamus, Guide of the Light. Hello there, J-Dub from Periscope. Well, I hope that everyone is doing well and having a good day. And I hope that I can bring some happiness, peace, closure, whatever you may need in this time. There are a lot of things on my mind about right now, and just some other situations going on. And so, as we get started today, my heart goes out to those that have lost loved ones through all of this. So, QCT, I can definitely do a reading for you. First off, what we are going to do is do a Archangel collective message and just kind of go from there. So just so we're clear, here's our schedule for the show. So we're getting ready to move into the collective reading, spirit message, devotional, meditation time. And as soon as I'm done with that, then we'll get into readings and chat. So let's center and come together in mind and spirit. And see what the archangels would want to present to us today. Okay. So the first card today for this message is breathe. The thought comes to my mind that this is a rather stressful time for a lot of people. and taking a moment to breathe. There's a lot there. Sometimes we aren't as dependent upon our spiritual lives as we should be. And then we miss out on the bigger pictures of ourselves, of what's going on around us. And sometimes we just got to breathe. Taking a step back and taking a moment to take that nice, big, deep breath in. And exhaling slowly to release all negative tensions. This is the practice. So I don't find it odd or unnecessary that this card has come up. Yes, we are not quite in the place that we need to be right now. But that's okay, because we can breathe. And taking that breath is what will help get us through. It's what will help bring us to a sense of peace. And once we get into that sense of peace, we find love and understanding. As Archangel Chamuel reminds us, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And that is a peace that passes all understanding. The peace from God, the divine, and once we get there, taking the time in love through peace to review our life and find what this is for the greater good. Finding the pieces that fit within ourselves that make this life, this human race, better. So remembering to take that breath and breathe, and finding your peace in love, to come to a place that you can view your life through a lens of love. To be able to say, I have helped in this way, and I can help more in these ways. Doing everything that we can for our highest good. In light and love, Stíofán Séamus. Django Grand. Whoops. How are you, Django? Django. We got anybody on Facebook Live? So we're going to move into readings and chat now. So if there's anybody out there that would like to have a reading, we'll do that. Also, if you're just wanting to chat, we can chit-chat and chit-chat away. If you are watching, I ask you to please like, share, and subscribe. Especially if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, go to YouTube and please like, share, and subscribe. Twitch. There's Twitch. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm on Periscope. That's all. Actually. So, like I said, if you would like to have a reading, I'll be more than happy to do that. Just go ahead and shout out to me in the comments or chat. And I should be able to see that. If you'd like to have a more in-depth reading than just a quick glance 3-card that I do, I have a menu price for the show. Hello there. Your screen name is Sexy? That's different. I can definitely do a reading for you, though. What's your question? Do you have a question? Will you be successful? I'm sorry, I'm not a psychic. That's a very open ended question. All right, give me just a second here because I'm going to have to. At first, that text was too big, and now it's not big enough. Okay, it's just going to have to do. Okay, we can do a love reading. I need 3 numbers. I need one number between 1 and 16. I need a second number between 1 and 22. And a third number between 1 and 40. Hello, Muppet. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, please like and share and subscribe. If you're on any other platform other than YouTube, YouTube is preferred. But hey, at least you're watching. Yes, you may join the line. I'm in the middle of a reading right now, or getting set up for a reading, but yes, you may. Okay, Sexy from Periscope. The second number cannot be 23. It's got to be between 1 and 22. $18. So, just so you know, I read a little differently than most people. I have my own book that I uh, have taken notes on what these cards mean and their significance. And I do my readings based off of my notes, and I use my intuition from my notes. Not the notes as intuition, but my intuition off of what I'm reading from my notes, if that makes any sense. So that's why I have this here, but this is all, I mean, this isn't a book like this. Are you currently in a relationship? I get a feeling of timidness, of like, maybe not. Yeah, that uh, that's why I was asking. Let me go to that card first. So the first card is the King of Pentacles. So usually this is somebody. Uh, it could stand for a situation, but I'm not quite ready to get to that quite yet. I want to get to this Ten of Swords because this is what brought up me asking you about if you were still in a relationship. It talks about hitting rock bottom feeling worn out and exhausted with nothing more to give. So that really stood out to me as I was reading through these, and what triggered me to ask you if you were actually in a relationship right now. Have you been dating around? Like nothing in a commitment, but uh, just like dates here and there. Just texting, but they're not satisfactory. They're kind of eh. Okay. But what are you putting out there? What energy are you putting out there whenever you go to start dating someone or start talking to someone and trying to find another partner? Because what I'm getting is, boy, I'm having to go in reverse. I'm going to lay that one down here. What I'm getting is the 11, justice. Thank you, J-Dub. And justice in a relationship reading for someone that is single asks the question, what energy is one putting out there regarding finding a partner? So we're kind of in this thought and idea of karmatic issues. Put out positive, get back positive. So you might want to check yourself on that. Not that it's a bad thing, because I feel like you're kind of recovering from a bad a bad feeling, a bad relationship, basically, is what it comes down to. But then at the same time, it's so much more than that. So let me get back to this King of Pentacles then. The King of Pentacles relates a personality that is reliable and practical with financial matters, cares about providing security for the family, and just overall a good provider. So sorry, hang on. Let me chisel this out here. Is there a who is the earth sign in your life right now? I'm picturing this as a friend. If you don't know, then don't worry about it. Um, but I think if it was me, okay, That it could be possible. I I would be looking for a Earth sign to come your way. This individual may just start off being a friend, a very good close friend for you. Um, but to be able to say, yeah, I'm really not being able to pull up anything else on that. I would be looking for a Earth sign. Uh, to come your way. But don't forget about that karmic energy and making sure that you put the right energy into it. Because if you don't put yourself in that positive mindset, positive thinking, uh, then that can keep whoever it is away. Not that you're being negative toward that person. It's just kind of like the butterfly effect thing. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I hope I have helped you in some kind of way. If there's anybody that would like to donate or tip, you can do that at my PayPal. That's paypal.me/Guide of the Light. I'll type this up there for you so that you can click on it. You're welcome. Oy. Oh. And so, there it is. Okay. Muppet. Muppet, are you here? Let me check and see if Muppet's here. Nope. So, who all on Periscope do I have? Or do I have anybody else from Periscope? I know J-Dub was on here. And thank you for the compliment, J-Dub. If y'all want to, you can find me on YouTube at Guide of the Light. I should definitely put the link up. Oh boy. Well, let's get the link. And then any readings that I do on this show get recorded to be put on YouTube. So, just so you know. Okay. There's the link to the YouTube channel. Woohoo! So, yep. I really do hope that everybody is doing well. I know that there's a lot going on, and yet there's also a lot not going on. So, my heart goes out to everyone that is being affected by this. I gotta find out what's going on in the music here. Oh, we just decided to stop, huh? Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let the music play for a little bit. And while the music's playing, I'm just going to toss out some cards until somebody comes on and says they want a reading. And if that doesn't happen in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so, then we're going to call it a night. But that's okay. So, enjoy the music. It's been about 5 minutes or so, and I ain't had anybody else on. I've actually had time to readjust the camera. I think I am going to call it a night. So, and it's not me, it's not you. I thank everybody that was on. It's been great. It's been wonderful. I've enjoyed the compliments. But I got some work to do here. And so, yeah. We're going to come one. Oh. Big bad hat. Heat. Heat. Big bad heat. Sorry, I don't have a way for that. Well, you know, I would, but I was just getting ready to go. I am. I'm sorry, I don't take requests for songs. Yeah, Big Bad Heat, if you would like to have a reading, sure. Muppet, you're back. Sure. I was wondering what happened to you. Ah. Okay. Well, Big Bad Heat from Twitch had said something about having a reading. Okay, hang on. I'm going to have to change some stuff up here just a little bit. Alright, bear with me just a moment. Studio. Alright, bear with me just a moment here. There. That should be better. All right, cool. It's not as clear as what it was, but hey, it'll have to work. All right, Muppet. I'm guessing that big bad Heat from Twitch is not getting a reading. I hate whenever people come in and act like a fool. All right, Muppet. Hello, Queen Bean. So I do have free readings. Let me pull this up. Muppet, before we get into your reading. Let's see. This. There we go. So the Reader's Special, which is a spread that I have came up with just for a quick glance. It is free, although donations are always welcome. And then the rest of the readings up there, which these are heavily discounted rates for these other readings. So if you're wanting a reading, yes, I do have a free option where I would like to have a donation, but donations aren't mandatory. So if that gives you an idea. Muppet, are you there? All right, Queen Bean. Oh. Okay. Cool deal. Cool deal. So that means, Muppet, that you get a different deck. if I don't throw the cards everywhere. I usually don't. I'm not much of a person on the signs. I just haven't learned under that practice. And with a username, I feel like usernames are specific to an individual so much that really the person's name is not really personable. Okay, so 3 numbers between 1 and 78. What's your other 2 numbers, Muppet? I'm sorry, what was your question? It totally slipped my mind. Okay, so just a general reading then. Okay, so the first card is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles talks about one entering the world of master craftsmen and using their skills to make the world a better place. They will continue to grow and move forward in their financial business affairs. A question that jumped out to me when I was looking at this is do you own your own business? Okay. All right. And I take it that it has something to do. Okay. I take it that it has something to do with like using your hands. Okay. have you been in contact with anyone about this? Talking to people about it? Okay. Because the next card is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is talks about deception. There could be. See, this is where it's always kind of difficult. Because there could be deception on somebody else's part to deceive you. Although it may not be like they're meaning to do it. But then at the same time, there's another thought behind this card that is kind of watching your back. So you can view this person in two ways. This could be the person that's deceiving you and taking from your opportunity or whatever. Then this also could be you in that you're not deceiving anybody, but it's kind of a worry. It's like a worry card. Okay. The swords are mental thought processes. So and the whole thing with deception just doesn't feel right. Is your husband concerned that it won't be as lucrative as you hope for it to be? that could be playing into this some. He may be being called to something else, something different, and he's just not quite sure of how to go about it. As I drew 2 more cards just to see if I could get some insight into this. It looks like that he is kind of this looking over his shoulder, unsure that he's doing the right thing type of thing. And so I drew the Arcana card Judgment, which talks about a moment of truth. One needing to honor their calling. Maybe even a time of spiritual awakening and honesty. So I wouldn't push him too hard. I don't think that he's not to be a partner in this endeavor that you're talking about. But remember his feelings. And the reason why I say it was him is the other card that came up is the King of Pentacles. So that is usually a male figure. And given that you have indicated him, that's probably why. So okay, so the next card, the future position, I feel like a lot of people are going through a spiritual awakening. Personally, even though what we're going through as a country, as a world, is really unsure. I think that this is a spiritual awakening for a lot of people. There's been a energy that has been awakened, and I've talked to some other empaths and spiritual readers and so on, and they all are saying the same things that I've said, which is kind of getting this feeling of hearing a whisper in the celestial realm, and not being able to really tell what that conversation is, but it's getting louder. And I would say that those that are attuned will be receiving that message very soon. But I don't know. I couldn't say. Okay. So the last card is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is being recognized for your work. So what I'm seeing here is that whatever your next endeavor in your business, there is going to be positive feedback. I don't see anything that is necessarily in a study. It talks about recognition resulting in rewards for your hard work. There could be a bonus or promotions. You may be studying or starting something new to improve circumstances. Indicates that it's a good time to invest. So I would say all indications are that you're going to be okay. You just got to kind of help each other through it. Through everything. You and him together. Not saying that you don't, but you get what I'm saying. So I hope that has helped you. At least giving you some peace of mind about your next endeavor. And I will be I have recorded the reading, and in the next few days or so I'm going to be uploading it as a separate thing altogether. So that you can go back and say, hey, there's this really cool guy on YouTube that does tarot readings. Bring me some business. Thank you, Muppet. Okay. Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Queen Bean. Queen Bean. Queen Bean, are you still here? Awesome, awesome. All right. Hello, Ivy. I'm guessing I am pronouncing that right. Hello, Ivy. I got you, Queen. I see you. Thank you for joining, Ivy. And Queen Bean, you was wanting just the free reading, right? All right. We can do that. Queen Bean, I need 3 numbers. The first number I need is between 1 and 16. The second number I need is between 1 and 22. The third number I need is between 1 and 40. All right. Thank you very much, Queen Bean. Give me just a moment to get this set up. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to get updates as to when I put out new videos or go live again, do the little notification bell thingy. If you're on Facebook, like my Facebook page, jump over on YouTube, and like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel as well. And let me get that. Oh, Facebook, you're not going to be able to get this. Too bad. So sad. That is sad. Really. So I got the reader special, which is free. Donations are welcome. I got the multiple choice for $3. Anything more than 2 choices is $5. Past, present, future for $5. 7-card expanded is $15, and the Celtic Cross 10-card reading is $25. All right. So, Queen Bee, you were here. I'll go ahead and explain it again. I don't read like most other readers read. Most other readers will just look at the card and they come up with the information off the top of their head, which isn't a bad thing. That means that they have their meanings memorized, right? Well, my brain don't quite work like that. But I have taken my own notes. And I go through my notes and I kind of ponder on those meanings. And I extract from that what the message is or what the card is trying to say in this particular thing. In this particular spread, I have the court cards, the major arcana, and the lower 40 of the minor arcana. And so I take those and I mesh them together and we come up with a reading. So, just to give you an idea. And you were just wanting a general reading, right? Okay. Okay, Queen. All right, Queen. you you're in a bit of a peculiar situation, I feel. Have you been kind of down on yourself lately? And if you just joined us, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. No, I'm talking to Queen Bean on YouTube. Okay. Do you express yourself through um through any kind of art medium? You write now? Okay. Well, journaling's always good. Even for people that aren't depressed or emotional or whatever. Journaling is always good. I need to practice journaling. um, so I think that's what this is. Is this? Uh, it's the Page of Cups. Is the court card. The Page of Cups. Well, a page usually references a child. And that child is like dreamy, artistic, sensitive, intuitive. But as a piece of news, there could be an offer, could be coming soon that will open your heart. But I don't feel those. The thing that really kind of hit me was this kind of being down on yourself, and it's not that, it's nothing of a reflection of you. So don't think that. The next card is the 10 in the Major Arcana, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And this card is a card of destiny. This suggests good fortune, but only if one is ready to roll with the punches and go with the flow. Everything that happens at this time is part of one's destiny. One should relinquish the need to control one's life. So I think that through journaling, we find that to be a little easier. And I see that as being the tool that is helping you right now. And just know that you're not alone. Okay? The next card, which comes from the lower 40, is the 10 of Cups. This is traditionally like the family card. It talks about there being a strong sense of joy and belonging, a time to celebrate with family, one's full emotional potential being reached. Okay? So, if you take this for just a moment, I feel you. So that journaling, know that that didn't come to you just so that you could write. There is purpose behind it. I feel like you're going to be able to take this moment and take other pieces of your life from the past and be able to use that to help guide other people. Yeah, I think that's right. And then, we're talking about the whole family aspect of this. But it's not as much the family as it is what's going to give you joy in moving through your time of destiny. Okay. So I hope that has spoke to you in some way. And if you would like to have further clarity on it, or if you would like to have a Reiki healing session, I do distance Reiki healing. That can be available to you as well. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes it doesn't come out just real clear, but I that's about as good as I can get there. Uh, Soniel, I think I have one more before you. Ivy, were you wanting a reading? You're welcome, Queen Bee. Bean. Okay. And Ivy, were you wanting just the free reading? All right, Ivy. I'm going to hold you to it. All right, Ivy, I need 3 numbers. One between 1 and 16. One between 1 and 22. And another between 1 and 40. Ivy? Did you send the numbers? If you did, they didn't show up. All right, thank you. So the card from the court deck is the Queen of Pentacles. This indicates an individual cares about financial security, is practical, has a gift for business, has an affinity with animals, and can get their value from their work. Does that fit you? Or is that somebody else? Okay. The next card is from the Major Arcana, the Tower. The Tower talks about there being a breakdown of weak foundations. There may be a dramatic shock to enter one's life. It may feel unpleasant, but it is long overdue. It reminds you to don't fear the situation. You will rebuild again. There may be some negative beliefs that the individual holds. There may be some negative beliefs that yeah, so I'm going to guess that you're like probably 60% of America right now, and have been let go from your job. By the way, those numbers aren't official numbers. Those are just my off the top of my head of nothing. Ah, you're South African. Ah, I see. My bad. Well, I'm definitely getting a sense of a shock to your reality. or maybe even that you have some negative beliefs about yourself that you have yet to reconcile. Okay. Well, that can be pretty uh shocking, especially somebody that maybe not quite keen to the spiritual world, to being sensitive to uh, metaphysics and so on. So, taking your time to accept that makes sense. I think that um, aligns well with the tower here. Um, the next card is the Three of Pentacles, which this is a card of recognition for your work. And so I think that with your spiritual calling, that this is going to be something that you're going to be able to be recognized for, and not in a way of like, oh, look at you, you're super cool, but just like it's more of a, hey, way to go, good job, you know. Because the worst thing in this field for light workers like us is people that get in it and then they get the big head and they think that they know everything and they can do anything and they have no limitations, and it just makes a whole big crowd of us not look all that great. So this is more of a recognition of your time and effort that you put into your calling. I know that that's not a whole lot in the reading, but I hope that it has given you some kind of peace about moving forward with your calling and further accepting that calling. And hopefully, you will get that well-deserved recognition. And I'm not sure how many other people are watching right now, but I think there's one other person that I know said something about having a reading done. And so I think I'm going to do that one last person, and this will be the last reading for tonight, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Okay. So we're going to do this reading for Miss Aurora. And the question that we are going to ask is, what does Miss Aurora need to know about this relationship right now? So, Miss Aurora, I need 3 numbers. The first number I need between 1 and 16. The second number I need between 1 and 22. And the third number between 1 and 40. Hello, Last Dawn. Actually, Miss Aurora is going to be my last read for tonight. If you would like to book a reading, I have a link to my website. Or you can catch me whenever I do my next live. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, most importantly. And then do the little bell notification thing. And that will let you know whenever I do it. I got you, Miss Aurora. So the first card, the card from the court deck, is the Knight of Wands. This person loves to chase, loves the chase, excuse me, and they still have the taste for adventure. They love physical pursuits and are not usually ready to commit. Okay. So if I was going to bet, I would say that he's not quite ready for the same things that you were looking for. And that's not a judgment on you, but that's just something to keep in mind. Okay. That's what I'm getting. So the next card is from the Major Arcana. and it is the 11 Justice. And basically, this is a card of karma. What you put out is what you get. And that's not to say that you put out blocking energy, so therefore he blocked you. I think this is more of a right now situation, in that give me just a second. Okay. So the karmic energy on this is that you're putting out there so much that you want this individual, that you could be passing up somebody else that better equates to your manifestation than what he does. The reason why I say that is I don't see him coming back. That's not to say that you can't keep trying, but don't be so focused on him that you lose the goal of actually finding someone. Okay? The card that came up in the lower 40 is the Three of Swords. And it talks about loss and disappointment. It says to remember that sometimes our biggest heartbreaks leads to our greatest loves. The pain will pass. So you need to dig into your courage. Okay. So, even though you may have manifested this guy, and he may check 99% of the boxes, there could be somebody else that checks 100%. But because you're so focused on wanting him, you lose the chance to see somebody else. I would doubt it. I really think this is a situation where you're going to have to just learn to let it go. And as hard as that is, it'll be even harder on you when you find out he's with somebody else. So, I'm sorry. I don't like giving that kind of reading, but those things happen. And I got to be frank sometimes. And it's hard. It doesn't. No. Justice talks about karmatic issues. I don't read justice as a card of vengeance. And what you're describing is vengeance. So, I thank you for letting me do a reading for you. And I do thank everybody that has came on today. It has been a long, wild ride tonight. I've been on for about 3 hours. So, final thoughts. May there be peace, love, joy, happiness, and all other pieces of light energy go out and surround you all. In the name of the blessed light, and in light and love, Stíofán Séamus, Guide of the Light. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, you can find me on Facebook at Guide of the Light, and on Twitter at Guide of the LIGH1, like the number 1. Don't ask me, it was a Twitter thing. I didn't put it in there, they did. Anyways, until next time.